The knowledge is with Allah only, and I am but a plain warner.
فلما رأوه زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا وقيل هذا الذي كنتم به تدعون.
But when they see it nigh, the faces of those who disbelieve will be awry, and it will be said unto them, This is that for which ye used to call.
قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي أو رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من عذاب أليم.
Say, O Muhammad, have ye thought whether Allah causeth me, Muhammad, and those with me to perish, or hath mercy on us? Still, who will protect the disbelievers from a painful doom?
قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين.
Say, He is the Beneficent, in Him we believe, and in Him we put our trust, and ye will soon know who it is that is in error manifest.
قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين.
Say, have ye thought, if all your water were to disappear into the earth, who then could bring you gushing water?
Most beautiful chapter indeed, chapter 67. Of course, it is that chapter that we should try to learn, try to memorize, and try to recite every single night, because according to the traditions, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentioned that that is the chapter that will safeguard you from the torments of the grave. May Allah bless us with the Quran. May the Quran be a source of light for us in all of the dark places. And Almighty Allah continue to bless us as we go through the course of this beautiful month of Ramadan. Well, at this point, we now get into our lecture segment. And of course, just as a reminder, you can send me a message via the WhatsApp number 2994103. Alternatively, you can also send me a message via the social feeds. You can view a live stream of the program right now across on my Facebook account at Safrazghani, SAFF, as in France, RAZGHANY. And also you can view this morning's program right now across on my personal YouTube channel as well at Imam Safrazghani. So at this point, we now get into our lecture segment. And this morning, we're talking about the importance of choosing your battles in the month of Ramadan and beyond as well. Sometimes in life, you are best advised to choose your battles wisely. There is no point in fighting for something that would not bring you joy. That is important to remember throughout the course of the month of Ramadan. When you avoid unnecessary conflicts, you free yourself to focus on more important things in life. Pick your battles not for the sake of winning, but simply for the sake of finding harmony. As you go through the course of the month of Ramadan, there will be many instances where you are going to be faced with negativity. You are going to be faced with a so-called battle. But I can tell you this morning that not every battle is worth your energy. Not every battle is, worth a response. And on that note, I want to share with you this. There was once an elephant that took a bath in a river and was walking along the road. When eventually it came near to the bridge, it saw a pig fully soaked in mud coming from the opposite direction. The elephant's response was to move quietly to one side and to allow the dirty pig to pass by, and then the elephant continued on with his journey. The unclean pig, the filthy pig, later spoke to his friends in arrogance, and he said, "You see how big and important I am? Even the elephant was afraid of me, and even the elephant had to move to one side to allow me to go by." On hearing this, some of the other elephants questioned their friend and questioned the reason for his action. He said, "Was it out of fear? Did you have fear for the for the pig? What was it? What was the reason behind it?" So the elephant smiled and replied, he said, "I could have easily crushed the pig under my leg, but I was clean and the pig was dirty. By crushing it, my leg would have gotten so dirty, and I wanted to just avoid becoming filthy once again. Hence, I moved to one side." The story reveals that intelligent souls will avoid contact with negativity not out of fear, but out of desire to keep away from impurity, even though they are strong enough to destroy that impurity. And that is the mindset you must have in life. In life, you don't need to react to every opinion. You don't need to respond to every comment or to every situation. Like they say, kick the drama to the curb and keep moving ahead. Choose your battles wisely. Not everything deserves your time and your attention. After all, life isn't measured by how many times you stood up to fight. It's not winning battles that make you happy, but it is how many times you turned away and you chose to look in a better direction, in a more positive direction. That is how you are going to be uplifted in life. Life is too short. Life is too short to spend it on trivial things. Fight only the absolutely most important ones and simply let the rest go. Choosing your battles in life simply means being selective of the problems, the arguments, and the confrontations you may get involved in. And instead, you should definitely save your energy for things that really, really matter. During the course of the month of Ramadan, what matters? Our spirituality, our connection with the Almighty, our prayers, our fasting. Don't allow the negativity to distract you from what really matters. Sometimes, even if you have to walk away, if you have to, look towards something which is more positive, you have all of these things in the month of Ramadan to busy yourself with. And of course, it is a lesson that you should take with you outside of the month of Ramadan as well. Why is it important to choose your battles? Well, number one, not everything is important. Some things simply don't matter in the long run. If you think about what matters in 5, 10, or even 20 years from now, it's apparently that many of the things that we don't that we consider to be large right now, at that stage of our lives, they become small. Number two, remember that every battle takes up time and burns resources. Every problem you try to engage in, every problem you try to address, it takes up energy, time, resources. And even if you win that battle, maybe your time could have been spent better somewhere else. Victory isn't all that matters sometimes. Making the best use of your time is really and truly what matters, especially in this beautiful month of Ramadan. Also, it is important to understand that we all have limited time here on earth. We have limited time in the month of Ramadan. Like I mentioned, today is day 9. We are very soon coming towards the end of the first phase of the month of Ramadan. The time is moving by very quickly. And from a broader perspective, we all have very limited time on earth. And ultimately, the reason all these matter is that we have limited time here on earth. You and I definitely will have to leave this world someday. When you look back on your life from your deathbed, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? Do you want to see a life where you worried about every little thing and you argued with everyone who stood in your way? Or do you want to see a meaningful life, well lived, where you spent your time only on things that mattered, where you were able to spend time with the people that you loved, and that you were able to potentially help change the world? The point of choosing your battles is to be strategic. Be strategic in how you spend this limited resource called time. Spend it on what matters to you. Spend that time on, what are the most important goals to you? Who are the most important people to you? Fighting every battle means that you have no time for the things that matter. Fighting every battle also means that you are going to be drawn down at some point. Because energy is not a never-ending resource. Keep that in front of you. Energy is not a never-ending resource. Your energy at some point will come to an end. You will be drawn down eventually. But however, by choosing what battles you fight, you're already winning the big game called life. Why? Because you have just maximized your chance for success. So the big question is, how do you get yourself in the habit of choosing your battles wisely? So this morning I want to break it down into a few key points for you. Number one, assess the significance of every situation that comes in front of you. The first step is to evaluate the importance of the issue or the conflict at hand and ask yourself, is this battle worth my time, my energy, and my resources? Some so-called battles are trivial or insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Number two, consider the potential outcomes. Before engaging in any conflict, it is absolutely essential to consider the potential outcomes. Will your involvement in this particular matter lead to a positive change or a resolution? Is there a chance of achieving your desired outcome? If the battle has a low probability of success, or if the consequences outweigh the benefits, it may be wiser to reconsider your involvement. Also, focus on what you can control. It is crucial to recognize that not every battle is within your scope. Not every battle is within your control. Some conflicts may involve factors beyond your influence or require the cooperation of others who may not necessarily be willing to engage constructively. In such situations, it is best advised that you direct your energies and your faculties towards areas where you can definitely make a positive difference. Also very important to prioritize your values. When choosing your battles, align them with your core values and your principles. What is your core value and principle for the month of Ramadan? To gain a level of piety, to gain a level of God consciousness, to come closer to the Almighty, and above all, to become a better individual. So if fighting a particular battle takes you away from these core values, then you should not be engaging in those things, especially in the month of Ramadan. If engaging in those particular issues will bring you closer and help you to achieve your core values and principles, then so be it. It is also very important to consider long-term consequences. Sometimes engaging in a battle may provide a short-term satisfaction, but it is crucial to consider the long-term consequences. Take a step back and evaluate the potential long-term effects that it can have upon your spirituality and that it can have upon your life as well. And finally, ensure that you preserve your energy and your resources. I mentioned this a short while ago. Your energy and your resources is not a never-ending resource. Your energy eventually can become burnt out. Engaging in every battle that comes your way can be exhausting, and it can drain your resources right down to rock bottom, so to say. By choosing your battles wisely, you can conserve energy, you can conserve time and resources for those things that really matter. And in the month of Ramadan, it is all about conserving energy. You go through all the entire day without eating, without drinking, you're already low on the energy levels. Use the energy that you have within your limbs for something productive, for something constructive, for something positive that will bring you closer to the Almighty. And don't burn energy unnecessarily. That is a very important message. So remember, choosing your battles wisely does not mean that you are weak. It does not mean that you do not have the strength, or you don't have the ability to address the issues. It simply means being selective and strategic in where you direct your efforts and your attentions. It is about making conscious decisions based on a thoughtful evaluation of the situation at hand. And in conclusion, choosing your battles wisely is a valuable life skill. It is a lesson not just for the month of Ramadan. It is a lesson that will benefit you in your life beyond the month of Ramadan as well. For indeed, it allows you to focus on what truly matters. It allows you to make most of your resources, and then you are able to increase your chances of success in every sphere and in every area of your life. It is indeed an art. It is an art that has to be mastered. And trust me, if you can master this art, you will begin to see enormous progress in your life. So may Almighty Allah continue to bless us in the month of Ramadan. We are about to kickstart day 9 of this very beautiful, very holy, very spiritual month. Focus on the things that matter. Choose your battles. Don't burn your energy. Understand that the time given to you in the month of Ramadan and in the scope of your life as well is very valuable, very limited. We pray that Almighty Allah continues to accept all of our efforts as we go through the journey of the month of Ramadan. May this day be a day of ease upon us. May the day of fasting go smoothly, without any turbulence, without any difficulties. And may Almighty Allah continue to bless us in every possible manner in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. The time now in Trinidad and Tobago is 4:55 a.m. It is now time for the start of fast on day 9 of the month of Ramadan for the year 2024. The start of fast this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Parts World Limited and Extra Foods Supermarket. And now that we are about to commence day 9 of fasting here in Trinidad and Tobago, once again we start our fast with the niyat, or the intention to start the fast, and that niyat is nawaitu sawma ghadin an adai fardi ramadana هذه السنة لله تعالى. That, oh Allah, I intend to fast this day in performance of my compulsory duty in the holy month of Ramadan, oh Allah, this year for your sake. And of course we pray that Almighty Allah accepts our fasting. May Allah make it easy upon us. May Allah bless us and our family members. May this day of fasting bring a source of solace, a source of peace, a source of inner light in our lives. May Almighty Allah remove all obstacles from our pathway. May He remove everything negative from our pathway. And may He put only positive ventures in front of us. And may this day go as smooth as possible. And may Almighty Allah grant us our just reward in this life, as well as in the life of the hereafter. May Allah bless you and yours. May the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you and yours as we continue on with the beautiful month of Ramadan.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على حي على حي على حي على لا
زمین بنائی، کیا آسمان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ پاؤں تلے بچھایا، کیا خوب فرش خاکی، پاؤں تلے بچھایا، کیا خوب فرش خاکی، اور سر پہ لاجوردی، اور سر پہ لاجوردی، ایک سائباں بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ میٹی سے بیل بوٹے، کیا خوش نما اگائے، میٹی سے بیل بوٹے، کیا خوش نما اگائے، پہنا کے سبز کھلاتے، پہنا کے سبز کھلاتے، انہیں کو جوان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی، جس نے جہاں بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ یہ پیاری پیاری چڑیاں پھرتی ہیں جو چہکتی، یہ پیاری پیاری چڑیاں پھرتی ہیں جو چہکتی، قدرتی نے تیری ان کو، قدرتی نے تیری ان کو تسبیح خواب بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ آب رواں کے اندر مچھلی بنائی تو نے، آب رواں کے اندر مچھلی بنائی تو نے، مچھلی کے تیرنے کو، مچھلی کے تیرنے کو، آب رواں بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ ہر چیز سے ہے تیری کاریگری ٹپکتی، ہر چیز سے ہے تیری کاریگری ٹپکتی، کارخانہ تو نے، کارخانہ تو نے گھبرائے بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی، جس نے جہاں بنایا، کیسی زمین بنائی، کیسی زمین بنائی، کیا آسمان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔
As we are coming to the end of the program for this morning, I just want to take the opportunity to remind you that as another day in the holy month of Ramadan ticks by, as you're getting fueled up to face another day in the month of Ramadan, take a minute. Sometimes it is good to slow down and just take a minute and remind yourself that you only have this one life to live on earth. The month of Ramadan is going by very, very quickly, and before you know it, it's all done and dusted. So don't waste time. Don't waste a precious moment or a precious second on things that will never benefit you in this life or in the life of the hereafter. Try your best to focus on positive things. Try your best to focus on spiritual things, and you will see the type of progress that you would begin to make in your life will be even beyond your wildest imagination. But with that being said, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, Mohammed's Bookstore Associates Limited, the Motorist Curep, Alpha Transport and Sair Ali Transport, West Bees Supermarket, Parts World Limited, and Extra Foods Supermarket. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to you, our listeners and viewers who joined us on the program this morning, both locally and internationally, and to everyone who messaged on the program. With the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Thank you so much for all of the kind gestures, all of the kind greetings that you have been sending. Honestly speaking, I cannot possibly respond to every message that I've received this morning. Thank you so much for your kind greetings and your kind wishes. It is very, very heartwarming. May Allah continue to bless you and yours. Of course, it was an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past hour. So by all means, do catch me tomorrow morning from 4 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of the Suhoor Hour as we continue on with the journey of the month of Ramadan. And of course, catch me later on this evening from 6 p.m. as we bring to you another episode of Iftar with the Imam. I'm your brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing out for this morning. Until this evening, or until tomorrow morning, please do have an extremely blessed day. Stay safe and stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of the day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा। अब तुम ही हो, बस तुम ही हो या रबी, बस तुम ही हो। चैन भी मेरी हर खुशी, मेरी जिंदगी, बस तुम ही हो या